Our gospel reading is from Matthew chapter 22, verses 15 through 22. Then the Pharisees went and plotted how to entangle Jesus in his words. And they sent their disciples to him along with the Herodians. So they didn't come directly to him. They sent young men to butter him up, to flatter him. Jesus is not really he's just not affected by flattery at all. The presence of the Herodians is interesting, though. They are, they're Roman sympathizers, where the Pharisees would have been faithful Jews wanting to rule in their own land autonomously. So this is one of those cases of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. They really would have had nothing in common other than just being done with Jesus. So they say, "Teacher, we know that you are true and teach the way of God truthfully." I mean, look at how unctuous that is. Just kind of disgusting and oily, right? And you do not care about anyone's opinion, for you are not swayed by appearances. Okay? So they hope now they've got his guard down. Verse 17, "Tell us then, what do you think?" That's a disingenuous statement there. They really don't care what he thinks. They just want to trap him. "Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not?" But Jesus, aware of their malice, said, "Why put me to the test, you hypocrites?" In the Jewish art of discourse, questions are very important, and the person asking the questions is in control. So they have come and they've asked him a question, but he responds with a question. Why put me to the test, you hypocrites? And then he commands them, "Show me the coin for the tax." And they brought him a denarius. So the basic functional coin of the Roman Empire. Jesus said to them, "Whose likeness and inscription is this?" So even the nature of that question, you can kind of seeing. You might even want to get a coin out and look at this right now, just to see. Now, okay, so whose picture is that? And whose writing is on that? That's what Jesus is doing there. And they said, "Caesar's." Right? Whose inscription is this on this coin? So when he responds, "Therefore render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's," you and I, hearing this many centuries later, are invited into this story, because the question is, if Caesar's inscription is on this coin, if Caesar's image is on this coin, on whom or what is the image of God? And the answer is all of us as humans. So when Jesus says, "Give to God the things that are God's," you and all that you have are his. Not just part, but all. You're stewards of quite a bit, but you have the image of God on you. And then this wry little comment at the end, and they left him and went away. Yeah, they did. They had failed abjectly. But that's what happens when you mess with Jesus.